The UK has announced that its forces will now be able to board and seize Russian ships believed to be part of a network of vessels that enable Moscow to export oil despite Western sanctions. The UK government says that it has sanctioned 544 vessels thought to be part of Russia's shadow fleet, which it claims transports around 75% of Russian crude. In a statement, the Downing Street said that UK will put a further stranglehold on the shadow fleet, closing off UK waters, including the channels, for sanctioned vessels. It reasoned that the move will force operators to either divert to longer financially painful routes or risk being detained by British forces. Prime Minister Keir Starmer approved the more aggressive action against the vessels, reasoning that Russian President Vladimir Putin is likely rubbing his hands at the sharp rise in oil prices driven by the US-Israel war with Iran. European efforts to keep up pressure on Russia were undermined this month when American President Trump's administration gave countries a 30-day waiver to buy Russian products currently stranded at sea to soften the prices. France, Belgium, Finland and other European countries have also recently seized sanctioned vessels believed to belong to Russia's shadow fleet. Starmer said that his country was going after Russia's shadow fleet harder to not just keep Britain safe, but also to starve Vladimir Putin's war machine of the dirty profits that fund his barbaric campaign in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told media agency Reuters that the US has made its offer of security guarantees that are needed for a peace deal with Ukraine. He said that it is conditional on Kiev ceding all of the country's eastern region of Donbas to Russia. With America now focused on its own war against Iran, Trump is applying pressure on Ukraine in an effort to bring a quick end to the four-year war.
He certainly wants to end the war, and for this to happen quickly. We want things to be done quickly. In this situation, quickly means at someone's expense, and here that means at the expense of the Russians, or at the expense of the Ukrainians. Of course, I am not liked, because I'm not letting this end at the expense of the Ukrainians.